Welcome back to I think the last episode of Moon Archives. And today, we're talking about the Ribbons Bunch. Am I reading that right? Who the fuck are you?
Hello everyone, my name is Snoopierance, and today we're gonna be talking about I think the Ribbons Bunch. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Who the fuck was that? Hello Inc, Aspiration here, and today we're gonna be talking about the Ribbons Bunch. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Inspiration. And what are you exactly?
You want to know who I really am? This is who I really am. Inspiration. You don't get it. Something's going on, and something needs to change. Something needs to be embraced.
What's that?
Talking all that shit, can't even hold that. Talking all that shit, can't talking all that shit, can't talking all that, talking all that, talking.
Hey you all, the bad guy here, and I think this is my second video and most likely is gonna be released on my birthday on June 29th, and the same person I'm exposing, regardless of what shit talk he said. But anyways, Ribbons, I do wish you a happy birthday. Hope we have some growth after this video is made. But back to the main topic. Today I'll be exposing the Ribbons Bunch. I wouldn't really say good, but definitely a unique group of people. Basically back then I had drama with a guy named Lamations who was sexually harassing my friend Spiky.
One problem doesn't have I'm worried about this. It's okay. Nobody like it.
That was 8 months ago, and to this day, that's still the person I want to be, but he was a very creepy individual. And at the time there was a lot of comments from users such as Gas Monkey, Denise, and Exposition Court. I didn't really expect much since it kinda did boost that video up, but the fact that they were doing it for so long, I even had to make a whole video and they were still commenting.
The grip, it's about to be 2025. Tell me that this isn't a fucking fan.
Leo and them made a whole server dedicated when I was Snoopy Rant. Was so weird, but when I made that Discord server announcement when I was Luke, 3 users such as Ribbons and his brother contacted me saying Leo was sexualizing both of them. And before anyone says it was not me to delete those images, they wanted me to leak them in the first place to expose him, because originally we were gonna do a whole exposing video like I said, but I just did that in case motherfuckers trying to be lying on my name once again and make another word lie up. But anyways, me, Ribbons, and Ocean his brother, and Miles kind of formed our own little group, just to expose Leo. I guess I didn't really think it was that much of a friend group, just a community of fans. But nothing much happened until we found Lamations hanging out in a server called Denny's fan server. Mind you, I did confront them about the comments they made, and I don't know if I do have receipts, but they did own up. And apparently Ribbons was the main one doing the comments, being Gaz Monkey and Expo A in court, while his friend Denise was Denise. Not really surprising with identities, but when I first met Denise he immediately went dead-ass silent. Like crickets. And I met another person named Redman who also harassed me countless times like Ribbons, and not to mention Ocean did once too. So basically we all initiated to raid the server. Well, not really raid, but definitely to spam and let everyone know Leo's a groomer, and it got exposed. And I met with Redman, and mind you, I was so heated because this kid was saying death threats, bomb threats, etc., but he apologized, I think, and that's when Token and Mr. Drop came in the picture, because they were defending us while we were all arguing with Leo. So basically since then we moved to a different server called the Ribbons Bunch, and I guess we had some fun there. Hey editing bad guy here. I will be mentioning a lot of things that people did, but also one of for shit I did. so stay tuned for that. And I don't know if this might be important, but Ribbons did mention the dude in a community post, but I invite into the Ribbons bunch named Xbox, who is in my Peeps Piggy Says video. But stay tuned. So now new people start joining and finding out about Leo. Users named 15ball and a boy named Ryrie that comes in but will definitely be important soon. But Token and 15ball and I think Mr. Drop also made claims talking about a dude named Hezekiah who was apparently Leo's friend and allegedly forced my friend to make gore art of him. Like I said in that one video.
Basically, the guy tied up is a YouTuber named Hizeki, which I forgot to mention being one of my newest targets. He basically harassed my friend to make art for him.
And every time I asked if there was some certain proof or evidence of a text or receipt, I'd always get silence. So I got a bit fishy of them, and also 15 always just overuses a lot of jokes and serious conversations, because literally we'd always fight every damn day over some dumb shit, and I confronted 15ball about it, and I literally forgot what happened, but I think I basically contacted 15, and I was telling them about it and I literally didn't get a response anywhere. So I told Ribbons to ban them from the server. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit insensitive to do that, but then 15ball responded after the long time and they told him to ban me, but since at the time we had a good friendship, he didn't listen to him, and when I confronted his ass he started getting egotistic, lying about me. All this shit, but I'm not affected by it then and not now either. And a person named Kurina joined. She was barely even there and she had to leave because we were too young, and we were minors, so that was that. Basically behind so closed doors, Ryrie, Token, and Mr. Drop, and Kurina made a whole different server called Ryris World, I guess a Dandy's World knockoff server. I don't know honestly, and Kurina was coding, so all the shit she said about you guys are too young was weird because how old really are you? But anyways, after that 15ball was just off the rails, I mean like tripping. He was saying a lot of shit about me and Ribbons and got all sensitive because he can't really handle the truth that he was being dry, and he was being rude when we would have serious conversation, and he may have been lying about Hezekiah and got us in that drama because he possibly did, but apparently Ribbons and him got in some very extreme texts, and him and Token were basically both saying that Tribans kept making rape jokes, and I guess this was what Tribans had to say to me that day. And at the time I was getting really confused about Token, and I told 15 this. I don't think Token was specifically talking shit, but he did tell me a lot of stuff about 15, which shouldn't have been said regardless of how confrontational and drama focused I was at the time. And I was also at the time getting really weirding out by Ryra's weird jokes and what he would be saying, so I kinda confronted him about it, and I said something a bit offensive and he got extremely pissed and he was cussing me out, and I said what I said because you kept making sexual jokes to everyone and I don't like it, which I don't because people aren't gonna have that same humor as you here. And me and Ryrie kept arguing and finally we made agreement, and he told me that he is hypersexuality, and I understood immediately as someone who used to go through them way long ago in the past. So I apologized and I thought we were cool. I told him about my anger issues and I thought like something actually got solved in the moment, but I guess not. But then I kinda kept getting a little bit uncomfortable about Ribbons, and at some point I needed to leave that server because a lot of things were happening non-stop besides the internet, and I felt like personally that was also a way because things just kept happening on that server and my mental was not in the right place, but it didn't excuse how I put my anger on people like that. So I told Token I was gonna leave because he left, and once again my mental was really not in the right place. And I came back maybe a week after. I also did forget to mention that Token got involved. I wouldn't really say involved, but he definitely got himself into it and started criticizing me, which is valid. I was very angry at the moment. And he did say he's not on no one's side and that he's just saying his opinion, which is okay. But I thought to myself that he was having favoritism for Ryrie because he was only saying his opinion to me. But when I think about it now, it definitely wasn't just me. I'm kinda getting a bit emotional since, when I think about it, just at all of this anger inside me and all this madness from shit that would happen non-stop at that time. And I'm not making this about me, a lot of people probably went through a lot of stuff to kinda just be shaped like the way they are. But back to the main point, I decided to text Token if I can be invited back, and Token said, Ribbons banned him and he said he hates me for doing nothing. So I just said a lot of shit about Ribbons, which I kinda think I shouldn't have. I kinda just retaliated. But after that me and Token talked for a bit and we both decided to raid the server, because I mainly got mad over the rape jokes Ribbons was saying about Token and 15, so I mean why not? You definitely need a lesson for that because that's not right. And you saying sorry and making a horrible excuse is still not okay neither. After that we raided the server. It was a long ass raid, and Ocean Ribbon's brother started saying what's going on, and why are you doing this? And I just got so pissed and I started calling him a cracker, and I'm a quarter white. It may not seem like that much of a food excuse, but I mean if you're saying all this, and you're not seeing all the jokes your brother is making about his friends just because I used to have drama with him and he wants to decry on me and you think it's okay is not. I was making fun of his race because Ribbons and his brother are from the UK, which was bad to do, and I do apologize as if shit hurt your feelings, but like I said, the rape jokes triggered me a lot. Because I had to deal with actual people like that. So that was that, but Ribbons came and said what's going on all this stuff, and he left and came back and said what the fuck is up American, which kinda got me confused, but I think he was saying that because I said a UK jokes. Me and him kept hella arguing, and that was that. The next day I think I joined the Virus World server and I met Kieran and me and them had a bit of a talk about some stuff, and we were just joking about stuff. At first I kind of was flamed about the shit, but I calmed down. Then Ribbons joined with the alt and we were low-key rage bait ecother.
I got really confused because Ryrie was saying shit like he's a dick and all this. And 15 was also against him. And then I think I was so mad because Ryrie said he invited him back, which got me so confused and irritated. Then Token starts texting me Ribbons said you were being racist, which I was yes. But because I was clearly mad, and I was saying that shit because Token came to me along with 15 about the rape jokes, and they kept getting uncomfortable. So Token starts being biased towards me, and I brung up saying he was being ableist, which he was, which is offensive as fuck because Token also has autism, and I'm on low, but that also kinda got me weirded out too.
And that's it for chapter 2. I know no one has ever saw me get emotional in my videos, like never fucking ever. I get it, I'm always this mad, weird, harasser who can't control his emotions, which basically what I used to be, but anyways, moving on.
Yeah, this that bag walk through, bad bitches walk through, spit your last on me, like who you came to talk to.
Now this was the part I've personally been waiting for since. I've been taking this whole damn video up with a whole background context leading up to this moment. But we're just gonna be reacting to some things said about me from Ribbons. And I'm not gonna really be reviewing the community posts since they're hella fucking nonsense. But anyways, here's the first video.
Hey yo chat, this is just like a small video of the whole drama going on with me and the American. Now, since I'm a saint, I of course didn't do anything. Objection!
Okay, now why would you use your religion to excuse this? I don't think saint is involved with religion, but I think it is. First of all, that's really offensive and weird to say.
Luxury Peep or Done is being extremely racist and even a little bit homophobic.
Objection!
And I think racist is gonna be a stretch for the stuff you're gonna say later on. And plus, excuse me,
And even a little bit homophobic. But I am bisexual.
I like what I like.
Obviously, his accusations are fake. The only thing he's got right is I'm British. There will be a long video of like a full exposition Peep style.
where's the receipts here?
Ayo chat, I'm back with a part 2. This time, we have people who have bad experiences with Luxury Peep, or as Avery calls him, Roman.
I didn't even know why he started mentioning Avery. Actually, I will find you later, but that's not even my first name. Neither how you fucking spell it, and if some shit does get leaked about my ass, you will be hearing some shit from my lawyers. Even though I did leak your face, I still privated my TikTok so no one can really see this shit but my friends. And no, I'm not gonna stoop that low to dox you.
So my good old buddy pal Dinas is just some random guy who has no enemies and tends to be chill.
This feels so staged. You guys obviously know what y'all did, and Dennis has been calling me nicknames on that server, so don't even start there.
When Peep raided my server, he threw shots at Dinas for no apparent reason, and also, probably because he's Brit.
I think I do remember that, but it was valid because Denny's would always be saying shit to me.
Our second experience is with Alan. Now Alan, from what I can tell, Alan has done nothing to Peep. A couple months back, he texted Peep on Roblox introducing himself. Peep responds to him, telling Alan to slice his
I only said this because Alan has been harassing my ass for so long, ever since October. Which is literally 8 months. But I'll show receipts of that in a minute.
wrist suicide. Now, this is obviously very bad, as this 12-year-old peep just told someone to kill themselves. Our third experience is from my own family. My brother obviously tried to defend me during the raid.
You didn't even give out the context on why I raided, and I didn't harass your family. I only came for your brother because he was acting retarded.
And throwing insults at Peep for obvious reasons. Peep then proceeds to make our
That never fucking happened, and the only thing close I'll stay near to a rape joke is this is why you fucked with blah blah blah, or this is why you be me writing whoever. I don't know why we're getting confused in between this shit.
and homophobic jokes. As you can tell, Peep is a bad person who clearly has no friends. He just lures people into his mind, makes friends with them, and
First of all, this is just so corny. No, I still have people close to me online and in real life.
What's up? We're back with part 3, and we got more experiences. First up, Ryrie.
Hey, so this is my experience of Luxury Peep. So about a month ago in the Ribbons Bunch, Luxury Peep was throwing shots at me for—
So first of all, what specific shots are you talking about? Once again, no fucking recips. I think he's talking about when I confronted him about the sexual comments.
no reason, turning everyone against me. Even pulled Token into it somehow and had no—
And Token got involved in the argument. Are we even talking about that anymore? Like, what are we talking about? What is this introduction and why is it so rushed? It's almost like it was a setup.
no reason to do any of the things he did. He hates pretty much anyone.
This is extremely ring as fuck. It's just that I'm very confrontational with people. And the only thing that's really valid with your argument is my old friend named Mr. Bricks, who even done a lot of bad stuff too, and I will admit I did was a bit insensitive and made a lot of drama with him, and I screamed for a video, which I already been admitted but I didn't say who, and along got really confrontational with his friends. I think I did make a big deal out of that sticker on purpose, which on my end, that was fucked up. It was wrong, and I did learn from that. I'm not gonna say the same for Object Wish, because I was being insensitive to everyone in that, and Avery is an old friend I had that I would see almost every day, but she chose to try to dox me, and her excuse was to apparently quote-unquote scare me off, even though I only made 2 rants about her, and she got out her way to get Spiky to contact me just for her to harass me out of the blue. Neither the Ribbons Bunch, so stop trying to put things on myself that's not low-key.
And he's friends with really. And also, you told me that I was a cutting board with base.
So hold up, when I first confronted you about the comments, you started saying go kill yourself, and I said cutting board is a joke once, and you got so triggered even though you started it, and literally I thought we resolved our issues. And we both apologized to Ecother.
Basically means some stuff I cannot say on here. He also false accused me of banging my cat, and
First of all, the only person I said that banged their cat and I was right was Leo.
Token, who's 11. Eventually, he
And like I said when we had that argument, was that you all both me tried Ecother, and plus that's a clapback, not no weirdest joke. How do you get confused with that? And something inappropriate, mind you. We are all minors in this situation, plus I'm not even attracted to nobody at fucking all. That literally tells more on your end that you would think of something so nasty.
told me to kill myself and has said some pretty awful things to me in the past, and even turned one of my friends against me.
Once again. Who and what the fuck are you talking about? Which friend? Token? I didn't even know y'all had much of a bond, neither addressed it when you both came into the server.
Anyways, back to Ribbons.
So expanding on Alan's experience, Luxury literally sent this fool bomb threats. What is wrong with him?
So I don't even know if I did, and even if I did it would be as a joke because Alan used to go as Walmart bag, and would harass me a lot. Here's even more proof. And even me and Tank were gonna do a video on it.
Now to finish it off, my own experience, let me tell you, this fella just starts being hella racist and homophobic just like to my brother.
I already addressed his brother, so why are you acting like I just came and randomly did shit to people? And acting like we weren't friends and all this bullshit. I was actually gonna make a sequel to that Mrs. Wish video with Token and him. So that's just weird. I think that's literally like all the drama. I will be adding some stuff like how Ribbons made like 29 YouTube shorts, which is literally so crazy. Like no shade, but do you genuinely go outside? Because through this whole hiatus I did, he literally kept making community posts daily. But that's it, he's also been making fun of the whole world more 3 going on, and my heart does dedicate to the people in Iran. and Palestine. And I don't like how you're putting me as a Trump supporter when literally I'm Mexican and Filipino and my people literally been taken away, which makes you hella racist. And you made fun of this girl named Greta Vandenberg which spoke about Palestine, so I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here. Also, speaking of, I'm seeing some shit from Avery again. The one girl, who I said doxed me, went out her way to harass me, and is just kinda a mess with me. Yes, her. And ribbons, why are we thinking it's funny to make fun of the war when Avery also possibly got her family members deported? It's weird, and Avery I guess told Ribbons about some situations from my last, which just crosses the line, because if we wanna get shit real, this whole group of people are mostly all from the UK, and if we can bring some shit out, you've been sexually harassing me even before I introduce you, the whole object wish thing, all of it. So that's all I'm gonna say. I know I got a bit heated towards the end, but I was gonna make a collab, but I'm not trying to waste others' time like this videos that already are that fucking long. But agree to disagree, we all are minors in this situation, and at this point most of us all did something wrong here. To be honest, I'm never doing a rant video again. It's just hella toxic for me and wastes my energy, because it took me a minute to make this video, and compared to that Lamations video it took me 3 hours. I'm not gonna lie, I'm up for a genuine conversation with anyone, and we can discuss some shit more. But I'm not gonna lie, I did regret a lot of shit I personally did. And Ribbons, I will say this, me and Token should have at least had a talk with you before we even went into raid your server, and as we know, it is me and his birthday, so happy birthday to us. And yeah, that was a Ribbons Bunch expose, and I hope you all like and subscribe for actual content, and I love you all.